Good morning everyone. So in today's class I will be explaining how to draw the split Muff coupling. So in split Muff coupling the question may be asked in this way. So this is a previous year question paper, like we will see. So this is a question paper of 2016 question paper. The question was asked, so draw the sectional front view and side view of split Muff coupling to connect two rods of diameter 20 mm. So shaft diameter is given as 20 mm and indicate all the dimensions. So what we are going to do, so for this shaft 20 mm diameter we need to draw the split Muff coupling. Okay, so I will directly go to solid edge and I will teach you how to draw this one. Okay. So in solid edge, after opening the solid edge, so you have to go to drawing. So here in drawing, so I will go to background sheet and my A4 sheet. I will just edit my A4 sheet. So these are unnecessary. Delete this one, delete it. Okay, and my background setup is over. Now in sheet setup, so I will select my A4 sheet, save default. Okay, so I got my A4 sheet. So here initially I will draw two axes. Okay, I will keep it 0.13. Next what I am going to do, I will take from this center, so I will draw the I'm not getting intersection here. So if I am not getting intersection, just go to IntelliSketch and relationships, parallel ellipse intersection point, click on OK. So now I am getting my intersection point. So from this intersection point, so what is the diameter of the shaft? Shaft it is 20 mm. So therefore I will take it as 10 mm. So since I am doing half initially, then length, so it is not given specified, so I will take maximum length as much as possible. Okay, so this is my shaft part. Now I have to draw the muff for it. So how to draw the muff? So muff dimension, we have to look into the muff dimension. So these are the formulas to calculate each dimension for the split muff coupling. So now muff diameter it is given as 2d plus 13. So therefore our d is now 20. So 20 into 2 it is 40. 40 plus 13 it is 53. So therefore 53 divided by 2. So from the center itself I will draw the muff. From this center I will draw the muff. (53 by 2). Here my muff start. So what is the length of the muff? In order to calculate the length of the muff, we have the formula 3.5 times that of the d. So 3.5 times that of the 20, so it will become around 70. So therefore 70 divided by 2, again it is 35. 35, and again, so what is the total diameter? Diameter we calculated it as 53. And here. Next, what else I have to do? Next is from this point, so I have to draw the, now we want the keyway here. So in before drawing key here, so we need to draw the keyway inside our, so we will draw the key here first. So to draw the key dimension is also given here. the key width is W is equal to D by 4. So width in our front view we can't see the width, so only in the side view we can see the width. So therefore thickness we know it as D by 6. So therefore what is D? So D is our D is 20, so 20 by 6 it is 3.33. but see that why we are using the key, we are using the key to couple this muff as well as this shaft. So therefore what do we want? So we want half key to be inserted inside. So therefore I will do what I will do. So from this point, so I will take 3.33 divided by 2. Okay, and I will fit it. What is the length? Length of the key, it is 3.5 times that of the D plus 10. So therefore 3.5 times that of the 20, it is 70. 70 plus 10, it is 80. 80 divided by 2, we will take it as 40. Enter. Angle minus 180. Okay, now I will bring it down 3.33. As you can see, now the key is coupled in between that of the muff as well as this shaft. Okay, so whatever there is inside, so we can't see that, so that therefore so invisible edges. So what we are going to do, we are going to make it and this one I will delete it, so because or else you can also split this one, because until here the key is visible and this part of the key is not visible. So therefore now I will fit it. Next I have to draw is a keyway. So in order to draw the keyway, so what we are supposed to do, I will zoom this area. Next, in order to draw the keyway, the distance is given here, that is key slot, that is length of the key slot in each shaft is 2.25 times that of the diameter. So therefore from this end, so what I will take 2.25 times that of the diameter, in the sense 2.25 into 20. So this is my keyway, and inside this keyway, so we have inserted the key. So now this is fine. Next, since we have two shafts here, so I will just mirror it at the end. But in order to connect two shafts, so what we want here, so we want a small fillet, so in order to differentiate between two shafts. So therefore this small fillet, so what is the distance from here to here? So it is also given as 0.1 times that of the D into 45. What does it mean? So that means the distance from here to here, so it is 0.1 times that of the D, that is 2 mm. Then it has an angle of 45 degree. So therefore I will take minus 45, enter. Then I will make sure it comes and it settles here. So this is visible edge. So what I will do, I will okay, and this one we need to trim now. So I will go to trim command, and I will trim this, and also I need to trim this. Okay, so this is my shaft. Now okay, so next, so what we are going to draw is this nut and bolt arrangement, because since this is a split Muff coupling, the coupling will be split here into two halves. So in order to connect these two halves of the muffling, we need nut and bolt arrangement. So therefore, in order to draw the nut and bolt arrangement, we have the dimension here. It is given. That is distance between two nut and bolt arrangement is 1.75 times that of the D. So that is, so from the center if you take, so that is 1.75 times that of the D. So we'll draw one axis and we will draw the nut bolt arrangement. In order to draw the nut bolt arrangement, so what do we want? So I will just connect this one. We'll go to extend to next. Okay, so what I want here, so I want this as my reference plane, and I will draw a line, or also I can draw the offset. I will draw this offset at distance, so 1.75 times that of the 75 times that of the D. But since I'm drawing it half, so there are two bolt, nut and bolt, one is here and other one is here. The distance between these two is 1.75 times that of the D. So therefore, since I am taking it halfway, so that is why 1.75 times that of the D divided by 2. Okay, so now I got my exact point. So this is 17.5. Okay, so now here I need to draw the nut and bolt arrangement. So how do we need to draw the nut and bolt arrangement? See, in order to draw the nut and bolt arrangement, first we need to, that is from here, so we need to have some gap in this muffler. We need to have a cutout in order to facilitate for the seating of this nut and bolt arrangement. So that facilitation is given by, okay, 0.9 times that of the D. Okay, so distance between these two should be 0.9 times that of the D. So therefore, from the midpoint when I take, so what I will do, 0.9 times that of the D, that is 20 divided by 2. Okay, and I will mirror it. Mirror. Okay, so these are not dotted lines, these are purely visible. Okay, so these visible lines. Next, what I am doing here, I need to draw a nut bolt arrangement. So in order to draw the nut bolt arrangement, so we will draw it later, because so we need to know the dimension of a nut bolt. So therefore, what I am doing now, just I will convert this drawing. So what are all the visible edges that are there? So I will just select all those visible edges. And I will make it 0.5. Select this one, I will make it 0.5. Now I will fit it. Okay, so next I will mirror everything on the other side. So I will zoom, I will select all these things, I will go to mirror, so I will select all these things and I will mirror it. Okay, so this is my complete, and what I will do, and this is my muff part. So therefore I have just shaded it. So then what you do at the end, so show all the dimensions, then distance between. So this is the muff diameter. Okay, then muff length. Then what else is there? We have distance between this one. Okay, so that is fine. Then now this is our front view, and this is we will draw the left side view. So that is when you look from here, so what is visible, so we will draw it here. Okay, so first, in order to draw this one, so we will just draw the projection lines. Projection lines are nothing but thin lines. Okay. I will select these two lines and I will change the thickness to, okay, so here, so I will draw the circle from this point till here. I will select this one, I will change the thickness to 0.5. Next, what else I have? I have diameter of the shaft, isn't it? What is the diameter? Diameter, it is 20. So what I have here, so this is 0.5, this, because this is also visible since we are taking the section. So what I am doing, I will draw a line here, okay, and this line I will show it as axis line. Okay, now from here, so what you want, so you want to show the muffler part. So in order to show the muffler point, there should draw a line, so that should be exactly at offset of around 0.5 times that of the diameter, that is at the end of here itself. So we will get that line, therefore we will draw that. So we'll zoom this part, I'll draw offset of this line at distance 0.5 times that of the diameter this end. Also, what I have to do, again I will take offset of this line. No, not required. Okay, so what I will do, so from here I draw another line till this point. Okay, so this is because, so you need to show the muff part in the view. Now I will go to my trim option and I will trim this one. Just zoom and trim this one. Fit it. I also don't want this part. There is some software issue, it's okay, no problem. Then what I have here, so if I fit this one, so this key way is visible when you look from the side, isn't it? So therefore this key width as well as thickness, so we know that is this key width it is given as d by 4, so therefore that is nothing but 5 mm, so that is 20 by 4. We'll zoom this one. So width is from this point it is 5 mm, so 5 mm in the sense 5 by 2, 2.5 at angle minus 180. Then the height is the thickness, you know what is the thickness, right? That is d by 6, therefore 3.33, and again 5 and 3.33. Is it correct? No, this is wrong, because so as I said in the previous view, so this keyway should be in between that of the shaft as well as the coupling, so therefore it should come in the between. So therefore, so what I need to do, so from the center, so what I do, I will draw a line below, that is 3.33 by 2. Now from here I will take 2.5, 180, then 3.33, 90. Next, this is 5, 0. Will bring it on and I will connect it. Now, so since this keyway is there in the between, so these will not be there. So this is how it looks like. Okay, then we have a nut bolt arrangement here. So this is a two muffler muff, and these two muffs should be joined together by using, so this muff should be differentiated here, and here is another muff. This is one muff part and this is another muff part. So here the distance between that is 2, here there is another nut bolt arrangement and here is another nut bolt arrangement. So 2 nut bolt arrangement is differentiated by 1.75 times that of the diameter, that is from the center 1.5 times that of the diameter divided by 2. So therefore I will take an offset of this line. So this chain is there, so take it single. Chain, you have to take it as single, and this single you have to give offset of 1.75 times that of 20 divided by 2, exactly here. Okay, so this is also an axis line. So what you do, you just convert it into, now I will zoom this one. Now what I will do, I will select this part and I will draw the, now diameter, we need to know the diameter of the nut. So what is the diameter of the nut? That is given by 0.25 times that of the D plus 2. So therefore what do we get? 0.25 times that of the, is from here, 0.2 times that of the diameter. So that is diameter is 20 plus 2, so that is 6 mm, isn't it? So this is 6 is the total diameter, but what do you want? You want 6 by 2, that is 3. So 3 mm this side, so I'll bring it up, then from here, so 3 mm, and I will take it out. Next, so this is the nut diameter. Then we want to draw the bolt, isn't it? So what you have seen hexagonal nut head, hexagonal bolt. So hexagonal bolt, what is the dimension of nut to bolt ratio? That is, if the nut diameter is D, then bolt should be 2 times that of the D, isn't it? So therefore I will draw the bolt here. So bolt is 2 times that of the diameter of the D. So therefore you need to take 6 length, and so what is the height? So 0.8 times that of the, so you drawn you have learnt in design of nut, isn't it, fasteners. So therefore 0.8 times that of the D. So therefore what is D here? So here the D is the diameter of the nut. So what is diameter of the nut here? Now diameter of the nut is 6. Okay, so this is my height. So therefore what is the total length again? 2 times that of the D, where D is the diameter of my nut here now. So what is D? So D we have it as 6, therefore 2 times that of the D, that is 12. And I will bring it down. Okay, next take just arc by center point. So what I want you to do, you have to design as per the design calculation of the nut bolt arrangement. I will just show you the, because I don't okay. This is the nut part. Now what I can do, I will go to just mirror option here. So where do I have my mirror option? Here. So what I want to do, I want to mirror this one exactly the opposite side. Now just trim the unwanted parts. We'll go to trim. And how we can show this? Go to fill option, because this is a section part, isn't it? So that is why we are filling this one. And just to show the dimension, go to distance between. Again distance between this as well as this here, 19.5. Okay, so that is all. So this is the total drawing of your split muff coupling. Okay, so one more thing, so this nut bolt has to be drawn here, so you know the dimension now. Okay, so from the center, what is the distance you need to take? 6, enter, and height is 0.8 times that of the 6, and again 12. Okay, next what you need to do, you need to that is, you have to take the exact dimension, that is from here you have to take 6, 6. Or else what you can do, the simple way, another procedure, that is, so just zoom this part here, go to copy option or move option, move with copy on, just select this much. Okay, then which is the holding point, this should be a holding point, then give fit, come here and place it here. as well as here, right click. So this is done. So this is the complete drawing of a split muff coupling.